Hey, everybody, welcome in. Thank you for being here.
Welcome in, Deanna and
Welcome
Susan,
in Lori's World.
MB, and Lori.
Susan, welcome in. Hey, tell us treasures, welcome in. If you hear any echoing, just let us know. I'm streaming this also on my phone so you can get my hands better because I don't think you'd be able to see if it was just my laptop. So hopefully it won't affect anything that we're trying to do here. So, hey, Rudy, how are you? Welcome in. This is our very first episode, Gail, of Mingle, Make and Mingle. Woohoo! I'm excited about that. Huh?
Oh, you can see my hands pretty good.
Yeah.
When I looked over here, I was like, oh, you can see my hands. Yeah, I was sitting here getting.
They'll be able to see mine here too. See?
Yep.
Forgive me. I haven't had a manicure, but I don't get manicures because I dig in the dirt. That's my manicures.
Yeah, I understand.
So yeah. So welcome everybody. How you been, Gail?
Good. Just did I didn't do very much in the garden. I just kind of walked around a little bit this morning.
You had everything pretty well planted though now, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I did a second planting of flowers. Just because some of my areas have kind of like lettuce and cilantro have come and gone. And one group of my spinach has come and gone, but the other group is still going, but it's starting to go to seed too. So, but the spinach seemed to be less quick to bolt. So, so I'm going to try to buy that for next year. I lined up some of the stitch markers I made right here.
Nice. Hey, welcome in, Jan. Welcome in, Adrian. Welcome in, Rob, Garden State Gardener.
Hi, Joe.
Troy. Hey, Joe. Hey, Troy.
Let's have a cup of coffee. Hello, Fairbanks Studio. Welcome in.
Yes, there's coffee in the kitchen. Hey, and I just want to let all the moderators know we appreciate you being here. Just if you could just please be on the check for a Jose or Big Joe or
hello, Maritza.
Comments that are just inappropriate. That's fine. Drive careful, Adrian. So this is our first
live today.
Huh?
Me and the other me. You can see how much I fidget with my hands now. Oh no, I can't hide it.
It's okay. This is Gail and I. We're sadly missing Heather. She couldn't join us today. She is having to take her son to orthodontist. So Gail and I, this is our first Make and Mingle. Welcome, welcome. We hope that you will join us and sit and craft as we sit and craft and yak. How's that sound?
Yeah, sounds good.
So today we don't have shout outs. We're not doing a grocery thing. That's tomorrow on our live at 2:30. So make sure you come back and tune in to our regular scheduled funny jokes, channel shout outs, and our tips for grocery shopping and best sale ads that are going on.
I found a really cool channel I want to shout out to. I can't remember the name, but I believe I screenshotted it. So
awesome. So I'm not sure how long the chat's going to go today, but this is our first one. So Gail and I and Heather, we've talked about the things that we want to do. We want to bring in guests that can sit and craft up with us. We've talked about doing a craft together, having a supply list. So if you want to make what we're going to make that week, you can join in. So if you're interested in being up here with us, please email Gail at gailsouthernliving@yahoo.com or me at tinalovelace55@gmail or Heather at Milk and Honey Heritage Farms @gmail.com. How's that sound?
Sounds good. And we're going to let you know the supply list the week before. We do one of those where we all are doing the same thing, but normally we're going to be doing different things.
I knew it would be echoing because I'm using my phone so you can see my hands when I'm doing it, and I have the volume turned down, but thank you for sharing out. It's echoing off my phone even with the microphone off, so I'm not sure how to prevent that from happening, and I do apologize. Is it really bad? I did mute it. I muted the microphone on my phone.
Maybe you could just do your hands and until you figure out this part too.
Just a minute. Well, I don't want to mess with it. Is it echo that bad, look, guys? I mean, okay, as long as it's not bad, then I'll figure out.
It's cool because you can see what you're showing. There you go.
When I first turned it on, when we were behind the scenes backstage, it was woo so loud. I'm like, go down, go down. So I am going to. We're supposed to get thunderstorms here later, and guys, I know not much of you really care, but I'm just going to tell you. Oklahoma beat Florida last night in extra innings, which I was so thankful for. And so they are playing Texas tonight in the College World Series, best out of 3. It's the Texas Longhorns and Oklahoma Sooners, 8:00 Eastern time. If you've never watched college softball, I encourage you to turn in. It's a really great sport. It's just, these ladies are just phenomenal. And I give them so much credit for playing. So anyhow, enough of that. I've talked a lot about softball. That's okay. So guess what we're going to do today? Looks like Gail's got some beads out there.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm making stitch markers.
Awesome.
These could be used for crochet or knit.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think those are awesome.
And
thanks for asking.
You can also use them for a Bible charm. Just put them on your Bible or your purse.
Mm-hmm.
And I made some earlier today because I was checking the camera angle. And as soon as I went live, it was pointing at the ceiling and making the most horrible, wretched sound ever.
Oh, I totally agree. Thank you, Joe.
We're working out the kinks.
Joe agrees with me.
What did he say? Oh,
college softball is awesome. It is. You just have to watch it once and you're hooked. So you're making like the counters. Do you put those in between your stitches to help know where your space is?
I don't actually crochet. I was hanging out with a lot of people in the crochet community. Let's see if you could see it. Let me move it to where you can see it. Is it right there?
Yeah. Or hang it up. Can you show us up in your other camera? There you go. Hold it up. Oh, lovely. Perfect.
This is brown and orange with gold, and it has a flower at the bottom.
That's really cute. I like that.
And then I usually put these in sets of 3. And someone in the crochet community showed me these types of levers that are supposed that you can use them for craft or knit, and they don't get stuck. So
yeah, I could see those being used for knitting more than like crocheting, just because how knitting you have to change.
Yeah. So thank you.
Jamie,
for talking to me.
Jamie says that she would rather watch horse racing. Whatever, Jamie. And then she says, "That's cute, Gail." Awesome.
I made some earlier. I have some of these fancy little the little balls.
Yeah, those are cute. They remind me of earrings.
Yeah, could totally be earrings.
They could, huh? Those are cute, Gail.
And then I did one with a butterfly.
Nice.
And then I did a set that had the little black hearts on the bottom. So this is going to be a set right here. And then I thought I'd take some of the pastel. And then I even did one with a dolphin. I have a whole set of dolphin because I love dolphins.
So does my sister, Gail.
Oh, does she like dolphins?
She's a huge dolphin person. And my daughter, she loves orca whales.
Oh, me too. Anything ocean. I could sit at the aquarium and watch the ocean animals, watch the animals, swimming back and forth. I could watch that for hours if somebody would let me. I could totally do that. There's that one movie. We bought a zoo where they actually watch YouTube or a movie. Yeah. So anyway, this is a head pin and it's got an open side. So I take the needle nose and I open it, and I've already opened this one. And then I put in the little hook first. That's the first thing I do. Mm-hmm. Then I have to close it. So I just use the tool, and usually I have to take my glasses off for this one, and I just close it up.
Hold your hands down a little lower though, so we can see what you're doing, Gail. There you go.
I don't have it in the needle nose part. I have it in the metal pieces that's above that to squish it together.
It's so weird. I have all these cameras to look at.
Oh my goodness. I performance anxiety.
That's okay.
I can't do it because somebody's watching me. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, we're all staring at her. We won't stare at you, Gail, I promise. Okay?
I feel your eyes.
Hey, you know what? If you guys want any of those, hit Gail up. If you're a crafter or a crocheter or a knitter.
There you go. I got it closed now.
Hit Gail up on that.
All closed.
Super cute.
Now, this one is my charm box. Nice. I kind of have it sectioned off. Hearts, like the moon and stars, that kind of stuff. I have like little vegetables or fruits. I have my little dolphin ocean animal section, and just like stuff like that. But I pick next, after I put this on, I do beads.
Nice.
And so this is my selection of beads.
Okay. You have a lot of beads.
These are the little beads. I have big beads too, but this one's the small beads.
Where do you get the majority of your beads, Gail?
Hobby Lobby.
Okay. And then Amber does the same thing, and she wants to know where you get your charms.
Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. I'll start talking about what I'm going to be doing today. And if you want to learn, I'll be teaching this today. This is a quilting thing. It's called English paper piecing. Everything is done by hand up until the point where you're putting a quilt together. If you don't know what I'm going to be doing, it's like the Grandma Garden. And it is made out of numerous hexagons, and the hexagons come in different sizes. And they come in 1/2 inch, they come bigger, they come 1 inch. I have the 1 inch ones here, and that's what I'm going to be using. And what we're going to do, I have some together, but I'm going to show you step by step. There's 2 different ways you can put them together. So is the fabric. Hold it up as close as possible before. That is just one that is covered, and I've basted that on, and I've covered it with the fabric, and then I baste it on. What you'll do is once you have all your hexagons together, okay, see if you can get a visual. Like this is going to be the center of my flower, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with different hexagons with a different color fabric, like so, and I'll start piecing them together by hand like this, and it will create a flower. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do first is I have some fabric here. I think I'm just going to use some of the older fabric I'm not using. I ripped this out. There's a trace on here, but that's okay. If you can see right there, I am going to lay my hexagon on top of the fabric. We'll put it down there for now. And you're going to want to cut. You always want to leave about a 1/4 inch seam allowance. it's always a 1/4 inch. So you can make it and fold the pieces over, and I'll show you how we do that. When I first learned this, I did it by basting. My mom taught me, and I fell in love with it. And I used to do this all the time, but I really just gotten away from it. I have one almost completely done, made out of Civil War replicate fabrics in red. It's very pretty. And one of the things I like too, I mean, it doesn't have to be a perfect square or anything like that. So you can see it's a hexagon, right? You take the flat side, you're going to lay it. I don't know. Can you see down here on the table, guys? I may need to get a darker background here. So you'll lay it down, and then what you'll do is you'll come over and fold fabric over each side. Remember, when you cut it, you want to leave that 1/4 inch seam allowance there. And what I'm going to do is I have my glue. Now this is just an Elmer's glue, school glue. And what I'm going to do is just, pardon me, go around the hexagon and get a little dab of glue. And then I'm going to start folding the fabric over and press down. I like doing it this way because it saves, if you have like a hard time with arthritis or your hands hurt, it just kind of saves from the basting of it. And then once it's covered, I'm just gonna, once I get the point down better than that, I have a little too much fabric on that side, so I'm just gonna trim a little off. And we'll fold over again. Maybe give it a little extra glue there because it's not wanting to stick. There we go there. It's that simple. And then one is done. If you can see that, one is done. And I'm not worried about this piece sticking up. It will flatten down when I connect. When I connect another piece to it, I will bring them together and I will sew them together like so, and I will get ready. And that you just do a little stitch. It's not, a stitch isn't that hard to do. But I think what I'll do is I'll take one of the ones that are done. Now this one you can see I based it around. So I'm going to take one of those. I'm going to make this one my center. I don't know if you can see. I think my hand angle is not good. I don't like the way it needs to come in closer. I don't think I can get it closer. If you're, I'm trying to. So I'm gonna take these two. I'm gonna put right sides together, and I do the flat side, the straight sides together like that, and I'm gonna put them together. I already have my needle threaded. And I'm going to make a knot. And then I'm just going to come in here. You want to be really careful that you're not going to want to, that when you stitch this, you stitch it really close. So that way you don't see the thread on the other side. So I'm going to, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to see. Oh my gosh, this out of the country code keeps calling me. I can't check my phone right now if you guys are texting me. I'm sorry.
Hi, Robin.
So I don't know, does that work better for you? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to take my needle and I'm just going to bring these corners together, corner to corner in a sense. I don't know if you can see, and it's not hard to do. It just takes a moment to get going. Pull it through And then I'm just going to come back around the other side. And like Gail, people are watching and my hand's shaking. You want to when you're stitching, you want to make sure that you get the stitches as close together as possible as you're bringing them together. And it's like if you know how to stitch, just a very common, simple stitch. And see, I missed the other side on that, so you have to be careful. You grab the fabric from the other side, and then you can make up a whole bunch of these, and eventually put the quilt together. It's called a grandma's garden quilt. I don't know if anybody wants to go get a picture of that and post in the comments so you can see what it's going to look like. And I'll show you. I was looking for my other ones that I had actually done. So I'm just basically like a whip stitch is all I'm using. And if you don't know what a whip stitch is, you can Google it. There is a lady, she does a lot of embroidery, and her name is Mary Cobart. Oh, good. Yeah. She does a lot of embroidery, and she has very basic videos you can actually go watch off their website. Or maybe she's on YouTube, I'm not sure. And she will show you step by step how to do all the different stitches that are needed. Like a whip stitch, a blanket stitch. Remember learning the blanket stitch years ago? Like when you were back in school? I'm going to give you a couple more, and then I'm going to show you what these look like. It's been a while since I've done this, so forgive me if I'm a little slow. It just takes a little bit of time for me to get back into the groove of things.
Trying to find something pink to go with the one I just made.
Yeah. Hey, Victoria G, welcome in. Good to see you here today. Huh?
Let's do a unicorn.
Yeah.
That goes with the girly look.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to try and hurry up through here so you can get the gist of it. But if you want to see, let me know in the comments if you want to see exactly what I'm doing. So we're just kind of doing the stitch. It's not difficult.
I actually made a video of this earlier since I already had it set up.
Oh, good.
So that'll come out.
I have not made a video of this. I guess I could do that, right? Eventually.
Well, it's funny. It was set up perfect for a video, but it wasn't set up for live. Like yeah.
Hey, does anybody know? I may turn off my phone since I don't think I'm really using my phone that much. I don't think they can see. I need to lower my tripod or I need to bring my camera down. So I don't think you can see very well. The knicker knot. I have not heard that, Robin, before. Is it just like a knot? Could it be called something else, Robin? Those are cute, Gail. Okay, P&J, welcome in.
Pink and white, and then I put the unicorn on the bottom. And usually if I'm going to do a big bead, I put it on the bottom.
I think that's cute.
Thank you.
Very cute. Has anybody ever, look, and then you have to deal with when your needle comes unthreaded, you have to thread it up again. Has anybody ever heard of the English paper piecing? And does anybody in here quilt or has dabbled in quilting? Let me know. Oh my gosh, this is the hardest part because I can't see, guys. I wonder why. That's okay. Don't worry about it, Sherry. Hey, does anybody know if I'm running this on my laptop and my phone, is that going to hurt my hours?
Hi, Victoria G.
So I have a knot. It's an embroidery thing.
Do you know a
And
knicker
it's a
knot?
small little knot on embroidery. Is that correct, Robin?
Do you know what a knicker knot is?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about right now.
I just looked up and saw the question, so I thought I'd address it.
Yeah. Is that if it's a knot, like I'm thinking, then it's called many things. It's kind of like you take your thread. Is it what's a needle and thread, Robin? Guys, because I had to stop. There we go. My thread got tangled right here. I have to figure it out. My hands don't grip like they used to, for one, I can tell. And I'm not going to unthread my needle again to fix this. I'm on TV. It's not a big deal. Right? Well, it is a big deal, sort of. All right. So there it is, guys. I sewed the two pieces together. Keep in mind, the darker one is the center, and the pink is the petals of the quilt. Oh, that's awesome, Robin. I dabble in it. This is me dabbling in it. I've made wall hangings, but I've never made a quilt. My mom is a quilter. Sherry, take a picture of your quilt and post it to show everybody what mom made you for your birthday. So, and then it comes up here like this. I don't know. Can you see it for me? In here. So I'm going to just keep doing this. If you have questions, let Gail and I know. If you are into beading, you can do other things with the beads. I don't know. I have not heard that one. My mom, she taught me, and I learned also from like Eleanor Burns. Do you know who Eleanor Burns is?
No.
She has a place out in San Juan Capistrano, isn't it? I don't know, but my mom used to go to her shop all the time and take classes, and she got to know Eleanor there, her and her lady friends. My mom taught quilting in adult education, and every year they have this get together at, I don't know. It's a I don't want to. I don't know. Yeah, she is. So that one's cute. I like the half moon, the crescent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute.
I just did white, yellow, and gold beads to go with the moon.
Nice. Now, what are you going to do with these, Gail?
Give them away.
Nice.
Because I don't crochet. I make them and give them away. So Mountain Grandma's having that giveaway Thursday night.
Yeah.
And I offered a set of stitch markers for that.
Nice.
So
I don't have anything to give away. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have anything here that somebody would want. Nothing unique.
Pick out the charm first so I know what color beads to do, you know?
Yeah, I do.
A while ago, I did it the other way, and it was kind of confusing.
Robin, do you paper piece? Do you hand piece? What type of quilting do you do? I'm curious to know. I think I may turn off my phone. So Gail and I were talking a little bit. I planted yesterday, I went out to my garden. I had my pinto beans and kidney beans to plant. I had soaked the beans, and my intention was not to soak them all night, but they did get soaked all night. So, but I planted yesterday. I'm trying to figure out why I thought planting 40 beans would be good for each one. So there's a total of 80 the potential for 80 bean bushes to pop up in my garden somewhere. So I got some weeding to do in there.
Yeah, me too.
I have those big weeds that pop up. Oh, how nice, Troy. Yeah, that's the time. That's the time people would do the quilting in the winter time because it was the slower months and it kept them warm during the winter, right?
Come on, baby. Come on.
I
Come on, Mama.
I just, you know what? I used to do a lot more sewing than I do now. And when I went upstairs to prepare for this, I thought I really need to get back in here and start doing a few more things because it is nice just to sit there and relax. How's your kitty doing, Gail?
Good. Her and Bubba are getting along good now, so that's good.
They're getting along pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Okay, so
I took was so cute.
I have a question for you all out there, especially those who have chickens. This goes out to all the chicken people. I want to know, what is your way to stop getting your rooster to mount on your chickens? Last night I went out and one of my ladies, I noticed that she started like squealing really loud when he would get on her. And last night she did it to me when I was trying to get her, and she has like no feathers in her back. And I put some blue coat on that, thinking that that's going to keep him off of her. But last night when I went out and I found this gash, she has a gash. He cut her with his claws. And that hurts her. So I sprayed some more blue coat on it and wrapped it with some gauze and some medical tape. So I'm thinking, I literally just printed out the pattern for those aprons for chickens. And I wanted to know, I don't have anywhere to separate them because I know I have to secure the other area. And, but he's new and he's young. So I'm thinking he's just a new rooster who needs, to just settle down out there. He's really bad. And I thought, am I going to have to get rid of him? I don't want to. He's a lovely guy. He's gorgeous, but I can't have him hurting my girls like that either. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I hate that too. That's why I don't have one.
So
for that reason. Kitty.
There, I finished one. I can't tell you how good it. You can see the stitches, so that's not good, but that's okay because this is for TV purposes. There you go. I got one done. And you know what? I think I'm going to click off my phone. I don't think this is working out because I can show. So I'm going to click myself off of here. There we go. I clicked myself off because I don't think it needs to be here.
She'll get tired of being held here in a minute and I can put her down.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just trying to
figure out
how to get this one. How do I get this one? I don't want this one on. I want to see how I get this one off. Remove from stage.
Go to the backstage and kick it out.
That's what I was doing. Leave studio.
No. She left the studio all the way. I think I'm going to have to wait for this part. Oh, kitty. You're hindering Mama's work. She's purring.
Uh-oh. Sorry. See, I knew it kicked all of us out. So, okay, so that's my first one done. I'm gonna see if I can try and make a mock one just by pinning these together to show people. This isn't stopping on my phone. Oh, okay.
Bobo. What you doing, Bobo?
Uh-oh, Gail, I removed you by accident. I'm sorry. I can't move my phone, remove my phone from the. My fault, everybody. I can't get my phone to shut off. So, like, it keeps wanting to play that video, and I don't want it to. I just shut my phone down. We don't need to have it on. So what are some of the crafts that you like to do? Hey, Backyard Tucker, welcome in. Who craft? So Robin, you said you quilt. Who else does crafts here? What is your craft?
I like to make wreaths.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that one week on here.
That will be fun. Well, next month, we've already talked about what we're going to do next month. So we're going to have a whole segment coming in. I'm going to try and just like pin these together so you can understand what this is going to look like. I'm not going to sew it right yet.
There's that one.
Oh, I like that one. That's cute, Gail. Very cute.
At the bottom.
So I had a long time ago started an actual quilt. It is based off of the Civil War, and I'm using all Civil War replica fabric. And I have not picked it up because I don't know whatever I did with the pattern book. I have the book somewhere and I can't find it, which is sad, to be honest with you, because I truly was doing a nice job. So, any of you? Yes, reefs. She'll do reefs. P&J asked for reefs. Absolutely. What else?
Do you like wreaths too, Tina?
I do, and I like doing them.
Okay. So that could maybe be one we could all do, maybe?
Yeah, does Heather do them too?
I haven't asked her, but if you and I do, I'm sure Heather does it too.
Yeah, yeah.
I pretty much could make a wreath with what I have, but I would like to buy some new flowers.
Absolutely. The Dollar Tree has the flower. My Dollar Tree doesn't carry the flowers as much. My sister likes doing the wreaths too.
Yeah,
so we'll plan a segment. When do you want to do that? Maybe we should do we want to do a themed one? All of us together, since the 4th of July is coming up, or just a wreath? It doesn't matter what kind.
Let's all just be doing different kinds of wreaths. That way. Because I already have a 4th of July wreath.
Okay.
Y'all could be doing a 4th of July wreath while I do one. I might do one for, one of my rooms of the house or something.
Sure. Yeah.
For a gift.
Okay.
Not even, depending on if I get new flowers, I might just make one out of the flowers I have.
Okay.
Already.
All right.
You can see I have some of my flowers right here. Some pretty blues. When I was making the video earlier, I was like, oh, I should put some pretty flowers there. But then when I change the angle, now you can't really see it. Plus my name tag goes right over it.
Yeah, we'll do a wreath. Everybody, would you guys like to do wreaths and we'll all sit down and make a wreath together? I think that would be fun.
Hi, Nancy.
Huh?
Yeah, and if you want to sign up to do one of these crafts with us that day, just let us know. Email me or Tina or Heather and let us know, and we'll set you up to come up here and do a craft with us.
Yeah.
And if you can't figure out the double angle thing, then just figure out how to do your hands.
Yeah, I'm not going to do the double angle today because I felt like it wasn't effective for me doing what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, see, I used a placemat. This is like a dish mat, and I use these for making videos and stuff sometimes. And they have, it's printed on one side and solid on the other. So I use this when I take pictures and do stuff where I don't want to show my face. A lot of
So
craft channels. Oh, that's neat.
yeah, see here, that's just my laptop coming down on an angle with the camera. And I think that's better than how I was, because then I can just
Yes,
set it up and talk.
I
So
agree. That works perfectly.
so guys, this is by all means not the appropriate way to do this, but I wanted you to understand what it looks like. And there's your flower. Wait, hold on. I'm going to put another pin in there. I'm pinning it. Robin's a quilter. I didn't know Robin was a quilter. From Garden State so-and-so. Oh, I should have guessed. So-and-so. Duh.
Play on words.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luann with Blackberry Rock Homestead would be a cool one to ask, maybe.
She's in here.
To come up. Oh, is she in here? Hi, Luann.
She's in the chat. Well, she was in the chat when we started. I mean, she could be, Okay, guys, don't judge me.
We're listening.
But there you go. There's the flower.
Oh, neat.
Okay. Now, if I was making a full quilt, I'm gonna go find it right. Oh, I turned my phone off. See, and I can alternate, and I have a white one, right? And then I can use the pink to go around and make a different looking flower. Now, it's not just hexagons that they use. They have other things as well. I'm just rebooting my phone, so I do apologize. And I just want to so for all of you, there's the grandma flower quilt. That's what it looks like when it's done and all put together. I don't know if you can you see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like. Just a bunch of flowers on the quilt. And it's one of my favorite quilts. I love the old school quilts. I am not into the quilts of today in the way that they have those things. What in the world did you do, Sherry? Oh, I'm so sorry. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about the chat. What was I saying? It's I just think it's a really cute and adorable quilt to have. So there's that. And then let me see what else I have. Let me get my other ones out. So then I can do the same thing, like I said, using the white as the centerpiece. I can do a white with the centerpiece and then get the pinks and put the pinks around and sew them together like so. You'll bring them together. I'm seeing if I have enough pink one, or oops, wrong color. Such the wrong color, right? And then let me see if I have some more of those. Yep, I do. And then once I do that, then I can join them together like so. Once they're sewed on together, then you will join them together.
Good idea.
So, what's up? Now I just realized I haven't even eaten lunch.
Me either.
So, did you walk today, Gail? Gail's been walking, everybody. Isn't that wonderful?
I did not walk today. I was trying to get all this done, and I was trying to help Tammy with her giveaway live.
Yeah. What's that one say? Gail, make sure You should make a sling or something to wear to hold your kitty while you're busy. She is a cute little kitty. Thanks, Sherry. Any questions for me or Gail? We appreciate you being here. We really do. So the other hexagons, they're not hexagons. The other pieces that I have that I've never done, but I do want to do them, are a diamond. They're like a diamond shape. Can you see that? They're a diamond. So you can do, it's the same concept. You fold it over. They even have the cross. I think, are these the ones that make the cross? But there are other ones out there that you can use, and they have them really, really big. Oh, Gail, that's really cute.
Thank you. Thank you, Jen.
So, yeah.
Oh, almost an hour?
Almost.
Yeah, you think these lives should be about an hour?
I do.
Okay.
I don't know.
See,
and that's why I'm talking. I'm doing a lot of talking.
And the cutters.
Thanks, Jan.
That I use for this.
Yeah. That's why I'm talking. I mean, I did my first basic thing on there, which was good.
Open the round end of the head pin. Add in your little hook. Uh-oh, I'm going to try to drop it again because I'm talking.
Both you and I messed up on that, didn't we, Gail?
And then I don't use the tweezle, the needle nose part, but I use the in-between right underneath. I use that to cut it, to squish it together.
So I wanted to show you the difference. And I do have some of these going as well, but I want to show you all, since you're here, the difference. It is, it's called English paper piecing, and it's part of the family, Grandma's flower quilt. Grandma's garden flower quilt. It's a quilting thing. And I'll show you. Victoria, did you see how I held, oops. So you take your hexagon and you cover it with a fabric of your choice. Picture this as the center of a flower, right? So I want the center of my flower to be pink, and then I'm going to take coordinating fabric and put around it. But there you cover the hexagon. I use Elmer's glue, and I glue it down. And then when I have my other pieces ready to go, I will join them together by putting right sides together. And I will do a whip stitch on the top, on the flat edge piece right there. I do a whip stitch to bring them together like I did over here. And when it's done, it should look like a flower. And you do a lot of these to create a quilt. You can make a wall hanging. You can make a pot holder. If this is the only one that I want, then I would put it on fabric and just make it as a wall hanging. That's what I'm doing. And there's different sizes of the hexagons. The one that I am using is a 1 inch, but here's just the difference of them. Here's at the 1/2 inch. Can you see the 1/2 inch, how small that is? That is so tiny. Can you see that? Wrong way, Tina. See that? And then here is the 1 inch. And then I have the diamonds. So that's what I'm doing. It's all handwork. It's, relaxing. I haven't done it in several years. And when we decided to do this, I thought it was a great opportunity to pull some of these things out and just start working. It's not that I'll ever make a quilt out of them, Victoria, but it's just nice to just, fool around with something at times to time, with your hands, keeping your hands busy.
Yep.
So, hey, welcome in, Ann Haynes. Good to see you. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And I was just showing them even, and I'll show you here, like even with just this pink one. I like you can just do the hexagons around here as well to create that flower as well. So I'm about coordinating fabric. It's like, I like this one, but because the other one has a print, I tend to go for a solid and then add a print on. You can do what you like best. I just like the fabric and the coordination of this. I mean, I could put one of those in and that would work too, because it's a solid. So yeah, it's just, just play around with it and do what you want. It's what you like. Yeah. So it's really what you like to do and these hexagons, my mom made me a whole bunch of these on like cardstock. She printed them off, she drew it and then she made copies. She did like a sheet. I think a sheet had maybe 50 on it or something, maybe 25. I'm not sure. And then we just cut them off and I have them. But Joann's has them. Hobby Lobby has these. Any quilt shop has these templates is what they're called basically. And then when you're done and you have everything put together, I'm not going to pull mine out, but you will just take out the back and then you will press everything because you don't want that in on your quilt or your wall hanging. The template will actually just pull out. I don't know. Hopefully I explained that okay. So and I did show, hey, Rambling Peach, welcome in. Hopefully I showed you well enough. Like, now I could, where's my needle? I don't want to lose my needle, right?
Right.
Does everybody know what like a basting stitch is? Do you know what that is? It's a basting stitch is basically here is, let me put this down again. You baste around the top, and a basting stitch is a stitch. As you can see, it's pretty big. It doesn't have a knot at the end of it. So when you want to pull this out, all you have to do is pull out the basting stitch and it will loosen that up, your template up from your hexagon. And I wish I knew this was the Civil War quilt that I was started. I wish I knew what the name of this was, but I think it could be from Ohio. I'm not sure, but this is all replica Civil War fabric. And I haven't worked on that in years, absolute years. And it's a shame because I was making it for my husband.
Oh.
So this is a really great inspiration to get me back into it, Thanks, Tell Us Treasures. So that's a cute one too.
B.
For Heather.
I did black and yellow.
Nice.
I could put this in Heather's friend mail.
You could. And I just want to show you all. I got this years ago. It's a snapware and it has 2 different layers to it. So this is one of the things that I like about doing this is it lifts up. So even Gail, it has a different section here. These come out and lids so you can put things in them. But what's so great and easy is this is so compact that you can just put what you need in here and take it on the road with you if you're, traveling.
I have a handle one too, but mine doesn't have those sections.
That's so funny. Yep. So that's another great thing. I'm sorry about the noise there. That's another great thing about doing this is that, oh, that's fine. Thank you for being on mine. I appreciate it. That's the thing that I like about doing these is that they're so easy just to pack up and go, right? You can just sit there and put all these pieces together, cut them out at home and just be done with it and take them on the road. So It's an easy pack up. Keep your hands busy in the car, or, you know, if you're visiting somebody or whatever, you know, you can just take it and go. Now, this is fun. I did this. I made this. It's a pin cushion. If you can see, it's made out of a little mason jar. And then I made the pin cushion. We made this in one of the quilting guilds that I was in. So that was a fun, easy project. I can show you how to do. You can even, you know, if there's a sewer in your family, you could make one of these as a gift, as a pin cushion, and then maybe fill these up. Go to a thrift store and see if you can find some old buttons and then fill it up with buttons. Or maybe just put some pins in there or some needles for your friend or somebody that you know that likes to sew.
We could all do a mason jar craft sometime.
We can do one of these.
Even if it's all this different things.
Yeah, sure.
So 3 different things you could do with the mason jar. That would be
absolutely. So we might as well tell y'all now. Next month, we are actually going to be doing Christmas in July in our crafts. So our crafts that we're going to be gaming for are things that you can make and give as gifts during the holidays. So we're going to do a Christmas in July segment. I mean, that used to be a real thing. People would have Christmas in July festivals that you would go to and buy and be able to purchase things, you know, things for the holiday. Hey, Maritza. So, yeah.
Yeah, if we have a moderator in here, if you could put up the link for the Rambling Peach.
Thank you, Rambling Peach. And don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be back to on our regular segment of grocery store couponing, jokes, and shout outs. And
I have another bee.
Good. And
think of these things
to do. Yeah, so do I. And if this, you know, doing this, Victoria, makes me accountable to sitting here doing something like this, then why not do it, right?
Right.
I told my mom what I was doing, and she goes, "Oh, are you going to finally finish that thing you started for me many years ago?"
Whoops.
And I said, "Well, I can't do it, Mom, because then you would see it." But when my hands just don't work like they used to, so I've put it down.
You have to tell her don't watch today's or whatever.
Well, she doesn't watch, so it's no big deal. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she'll forget if I tell her. But I showed you part of it. It was a red work. I love red work. I don't know if Robin is still in here, but red work is just so pretty. Yeah, it's just red work is just done on like the background is like white or off or cream color. And it's done in red stitching, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'll show you just a part of it. I found a piece of right here. That is called red work.
Oh, pretty. And
the quilts that they do up in red and white are absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And so she loves them too. And I started embroidering her this panel. It had everything on there in this panel, and I just haven't finished it.
How many people in here sew? I mean, sew or knit? If you do, put a 1 in the chat. I just want to see how many people do.
Well, I know it's true, but Victoria, I tell her the same thing. Like, so are you ever going to get that to me, Mom? So. Jamie sews with her finger. Can you see that? Here, I'll pull them up, Gail, so we can see them.
Carol. I sew but not knit. So crochet or knit.
Okay. Okay, it's gonna storm here anyhow in just a bit.
Jamie crochets a little.
Mm-hmm. I know. I have my sewing machine too. So I have a few. And that's what I say. I have a whole room up there where I should be doing stuff. Whoops. I'm telling you, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. You should. Oh no, you just have to find somebody that you can, depending on what you're sewing, you just need to find somebody that is a really good teacher to help teach you. I remember I have memories and if my sister's still here, she'll even know. I
crochet and sew.
Yeah, you should go get those off the line too before it rains. So, Adrian, I'm going to tell you should go watch, what's her name? Zimmerman. I can't think of her first name. I said it the other day.
Ellen?
No, Zimmerman. She has a YouTube channel. She is really good. She keeps it really simple, Adrian. And I think that you would like her. I just can't think of her name. Is it Nancy?
Oh, that sounds right. I was trying to remember what you had said.
It is Nancy. I mean, Adrian, sadly, she passed away, but all her videos are up there and she takes you step by step.
I have one more and I would have the whole set.
Yeah. So I have, good job, Gail. Very nice.
Thank you.
I have fond memories. I was little, okay? And maybe some people remember these. During the holidays, they always came out with these really great stocking kits that with the felt, you put them together, you had sequences and you would sew. And I used to sit with my mom and do it. And then I would do the blanket stitch all the way around. And then she taught me my first crochet, and I crocheted my very first beanie with a pom-pom on it. Sherry, do you remember that black and white striped couch that turned into a sofa bed? You remember that? I remember sitting there. Now listen, I was sitting there with my mother watching the scary movie Carrie, and I remember that. And I always thought that Carrie's hand was going to come up from the couch.
Yeah. You put your feet up so something doesn't get you from underneath.
Oh my gosh. Yep. Yeah, go check out Nancy Zimmerman. If somebody can go pick her channel up, that would be great. So I think it's Sewing with Nancy. I'm not sure. Yep. So, but my mom has taught, and she really is self-taught a lot. She is self-taught. She watches video, but she does adjust. She can adjust patterns and do all that stuff to make it into her own. Do you know how to make a pillowcase? It's been a while, but I do know how to make a pillowcase, and I do aprons. So I used to sew my own skirts. My mom was such a good seamstress, and she still is when she does it. She made all of our uniforms for cheerleading one year for all 8 of us on the squad.
Oh, I found another one.
Awesome.
I found the third B for the B set.
Anyhow, it seems like we've been on here longer than what it shows. Did we not start at 1:30 or 2:30?
I don't know.
Oh. Yes, I think that's it. Jamie put the link up to her channel, you guys. Go check her out. She may not be here, but this is her legacy that she left behind. And I'll tell you, yes, she's a really good to teach how to sew. I would recommend her highly. I know my sister said when our kids were little, the Power Rangers, it was the first year the Power Rangers were out, and that's all the kids, her grandchildren wanted to be, was be Power Rangers. And my mom said she'll sew it. No problem, I'll sew it. Well, that turned out to be some of the hardest sewing she ever did. She didn't like the pattern. It was terrible. Huh, Sherry? That was funny. Yeah, you know what? Because I think too, crocheting in that is very popular again. It was, I think, one of those things that kind of died off a little bit. But when I think about like our ancestors and, they had to darn socks. They had to do those things. There wasn't money laying around. So they were taught, or they had to learn how to do that skill, right? Oh, wow. Knitted a wedding dress. Can you imagine that?
Knitting a wedding dress. No.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you could buy an apron pattern. And even some of the Amish, if you ever have like an Amish store, quilt shop or sewing store, sometimes you can do the pattern, or they have like panels for the apron where all you have to do is cut the panel out, sew the pocket on and the straps, and you're done. Just saying. So yeah, that might be a little easier for you. So I'm not stitching, I'm talking now to everybody. I put my stuff away. I did my thing. What is for dinner, everybody? I don't have anything out today.
We took out hamburger yesterday and didn't use it. So.
Oh, okay. So what are you going to make with it tonight?
I don't know. I was thinking meatloaf.
Well, that sounds good. I did chicken last night. My son made the mashed potatoes. And tonight we have our church group, and I didn't pull anything out. So I'm just not, chicken burrito sounds good.
Yeah, it does.
And I didn't pull anything out. So chicken and green beans, that sounds good. My green bean plants are doing quite well. I need to do another tour, but I want to get those weeds out of there. You guys know what those big, huge weeds are that are like pokey and thorny that you can't touch them? What are they called? They're horrible. And that's what's grown. And I just haven't got back there. You know what's sad is that I put my garden together and I'm not happy with a certain section of it with the raised beds. And if I change it, then I'm going to have to shovel all the dirt.
Yeah. I'd just leave it and change the plan for next year.
Well, I wouldn't change it now because I just planted a whole bunch of beans in it.
I just get to the point where I'm like, okay, I might do a little succession planting on the flowers and squash, but other than that, I'm not doing anything else. Water it and try to do a little weeding once a day. That's it.
Yeah. Jamie, sounds like lovely time. I did not have time to go in my pool yesterday.
Oh, I wish I had a pool.
But I kind of want it just a little bit warmer. But I float. I float on my raft is what I do.
Floating sounds nice.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome, Anne. Sherry, my mom's made some good money sewing too. Right? I'm just saying. Yeah. My sister, my mom made me a double wedding ring quilt. For my 25th wedding anniversary, my husband and I. Yeah. I float on the raft. I got a new raft and I float, and I have my suntan oil. Good. You need to, and it does. It helps me relax. Like I went out Memorial Day weekend, and the water was cold, but it was okay just to like float, and it was very relaxing. Sadly, I mean, I knew I was only out there an hour and a half, but I was really shocked on how sunburnt my legs got. I was like, ooh, but it's okay. Now they're tan. Yeah. And I'll swim too. Like when it gets warmer and like as the water gets warmer, I will just swim and lay out all at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'll get out and I'll exercise. I use it as my exercise a lot during the summertime. So
I still have time to get my walk in.
Today?
Yeah, good.
Is it hot out there?
I bet it is. I could just walk around the house. I've done that before. Just open up all the doors and walk through.
Are you watering from the bottom up, Anne? Or are these out in your garden already?
I got one white pumpkin. Did I tell you I have a pumpkin? A white pumpkin?
No. If it's really hot, Anne, I don't know what your temperatures are where you're, but if it's really hot, then you should probably water every day. If it's not that hot and say the temperatures are in the 70s, I would go with every other day. Now, I watered yesterday, and I'm glad that I watered heavily because it was 90 yesterday. But today I didn't water because we're supposed to get rain.
There, now I have a matching set.
Awesome.
Now one more bee.
Congratulations on the pumpkin too.
Thank you.
I don't know what 38 degrees Celsius is. Can I do the conversion? Yes.
Anybody want to know how many stitch markers I made during the live today? Put your guesses in the chat. How many stitch markers did I make during the live today?
Yeah, I would go and water them, Anne. They need to be watered again.
There's the question of the hour. How many do you think I made, Tina?
Probably 10 to 15. My
20.
sister says 20.
4.
So if it's 100 degrees, you need to be watering every day if it's that hot.
The answer is 9.
Oh, okay.
I made a few before the live started.
Rambling Peach said 7. So yeah.
Oh, what baby?
Yeah, I would say once a day. I usually water in the morning or in the evening when it cools off. I never water in the heat of the day when the sun's out. So just give it a good soaking because you don't want your soil to dry out either. That's the main thing. Cute.
And the set of bees. So that's 3 sets technically. So
that's very nice. Yeah, I mean, everybody's watering system is different. My sister likes those.
Thank you.
So then just cut back and just water once a day. If it's I would water in the morning.
Yeah, I water once a day, except for when it gets July and it's triple digits every day. Then I start watering twice a day.
So she's 100.4. She's 100 right now.
Yeah.
And so I soak them really good. She's doing it twice a day and she's afraid she's going to overwater them. So I said, then back off. Just go once a day in the morning and give them a really good soak, like wet the leaves down.
Yeah, they need a little, they need a little struggle to help the plant get stronger.
So yeah, I'm really glad that I went out yesterday, but I think we should probably call it an end of our chat, Gail.
Agree.
So, because we're here tomorrow for 2 hours, we don't
And
want to overextend our welcome here.
exactly. That's enough of me.
Hey, I hope you learned something new today. I did. Hey, Cricket, we're getting ready to head out. So thanks for popping in here really quick. Come back tomorrow at 2:30. You can join us. It's 2:30 Eastern time. Gail and I will be back for some more fun. Be blessed, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next Wednesday for another craft. Bye.
Bye.